Today I am bringing you a short horror novella reading vlog, and I'm going to be reading short horror novellas and telling you all about them. Just popping in here to add in a little clip to say that when I filmed the introduction I literally forgot to mention that this vlog was for a week of weird. I picked books during my March TBR that would fit the prompts for a week of weird. I hope you enjoy the video. I have finished one book already. Back to your original program. So for this video I've decided to read 3 novellas. The first one that I have here is The Moon of the Crusted Snow. This is a native story. It looks like it's set in winter, and I do love me some winter horror. I have the audiobook for this, so I'm going to listen whilst I'm reading. That way I can learn the names and how to pronounce them properly. So this is the first one. The second one is The Haunting of Hatchet House by Astrid Adams. This is another weird horror that I picked up from Amazon because it was recommended. It's like a haunted house story. It's really short, so I'm really looking forward to reading this. And the last book that I will be reading for this video is Gone to See the Riverman by Christopher Triana. This is an extreme horror book about a woman who's obsessed with a serial killer who asks her to go to see the riverman and has to do certain activities for it. So I've seen a lot of people read this and either really love it or really hate it. I think it's all depending on how much extreme horror you can take. I'm not sure which one I'm going to start with, but in the next clip you'll see which one I decide to start with. Okay, so I have been reading this for a little while now. I'm 44 pages into the story. It's interesting. I am feeling like this is annoying me. That's what. Let's tuck it in for now. We followed Jane out to Hatchet House, where she takes up a new job caring for an old man who has onset dementia. It's like a job ad that she randomly signs up for and then is driven out to the grounds and the estate where Hatchet House is. This story to me reminded me of The Haunting of Laszlo Grimace that I read last year, where the woman takes up a job from an ad and travels out to the mysterious estate and works as a gardener trying to make this house good again. And Hatchet House to me is given that vibe. It is set just outside a small village, and people in the village don't really understand why people go to Hatchet House or the estate that it's on. We learn that when Jane goes into the village for the first time. They are building this idea that Hatchet House isn't that nice of a place and that it's just more than dementia. Like there's something else in this house that's more dark and demonic. Currently it's like an interesting read. I'm kind of questioning what exactly is wrong with the house. It's like the wood that is built out of. It's everything's made out of this red wood that's grown in the grounds around the house. And the old man was obsessed with clocks, and there's clocks everywhere. So it's kind of weird, and I kind of like it. I'm glad that Amazon recommended it to me. I'd say I'm at a 3. Not much has happened in terms of action. We're still building to the climax, what's going to happen in this house. I'm really unsure how it's going to turn out and if it's something that I am actually going to enjoy properly when it gets into the nitty-gritty of the story. I thought I'd give a little update on the current status of The Haunting of Hatchet House, and I will check back in with you when I've read some more or if I finished it. It depends how much I read tonight. So that's my thoughts. I'll come back to you soon. So I have now just finished The Haunting of Hatchet House, and I can't say I really enjoyed it. It was weird and occultist and proper strange. I mean, I really love how the house kind of was all red and the clocks had some context within this story. I mean, it wasn't what I expected. I thought it was just some weird, creepy old house, but it's kind of like a cult, and yeah, I really liked it. And I rated it 4 stars. It was nice and short and super easy to get through. So I would recommend, if you like weird stories, to check this one out. So after reading this, I think that this would fit the weird prompt, something that was published up until present day. So this definitely fits within that prompt for Week of Weird. Now I'm going to move on to my next read for Week of Weird, and I'm interested in picking up Moon of the Crusted Snow. I think that this one is going to fit the horror prompt, something with a supernatural element within it. I think that one is definitely going to have some weird supernatural elements within the story. So yeah, I think that's going to be my next pickup. So I will catch up with you again soon when I do pick it up and give you some of my initial thoughts and opinions. And I hope your Week of Weird is going well. Let me know in the comments what you've been reading. I would love to know. And yeah, I'll catch up with you soon. So I am now almost halfway through Moon of the Crusted Snow, and it's a slow burn. It's kind of like the unknown monster kind of trope that's going on here, like everything, the power's gone off and they're in survival mode. It's pretty slow paced, but I actually don't mind it. It's kind of nice. I'm just wondering when exactly it picks up, because I'm almost halfway through this book now and I have no idea when the action is going to hit. I will be taking it with me when I go to Harry Potter Studios tomorrow. We have a bus that takes us into London, and we have to get a train out to Watford where the studios is. So hopefully I can get some more read during that journey and on the way back. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to catching up with this and also going to Harry Potter Studios again. I've got for you for right now. I will check back in with you again soon. So, I think I might be still be connected to my earphones. I'm not sure. Okay. Anyway, I will keep these on just to be on the safe side. Okay. So basically I am in here to kind of round out this vlog. It's probably a lot shorter than I was expecting, because I only read 2 books when I was really wanting to read 3. And as you can tell, my voice is just gone. In the last couple of clips, you would have seen that I went to a concert. I went to see All Time Low at Wembley Arena, and it was incredible. All Time Low is like my favourite band ever. I've been listening to them since I was like 12, so I've seen them multiple times, and I haven't been to their concert since 2017. So it's been a long time, and it was definitely needed. I really loved how they played a lot of their new stuff mixed with their old, and it was really, really fun. We couldn't get standing tickets, unfortunately, because they all sold out. So we got seated tickets, which were absolutely fine. I still partied and sung my throat away. I'm still trying to get it back, and it's been a couple of days. But yeah, it was incredible. Got to see Games We Play, Set It Off, and Lauren Hibbard. I hadn't heard of Lauren Hibbard before the show, but I had heard of Games We Play and Set It Off. I found a new favourite band as well with Set It Off. Their energy was just incredible. Their vibe and their energy, it really does make a difference, and it was incredible. We started singing along and everything like that. It was just so good. And they mentioned that they have new music coming out. and a couple of shows across the UK, and Portsmouth was their last show, which was happening 3 days maybe after Wembley Arena, and we booked those tickets straight away when we got back after the gig. And yeah, now it's Tuesday and we are going to see Set It Off in Portsmouth tonight, which is quite fun. I've never been to two gigs this close together without even planning to. So yeah, I realised I've rambled a lot right now, but I thought I would mention it in this video considering it was part of the week, and let you know that I seen my favourite band again, and got some new merch. I actually don't own any All Time Low merch, which is really bizarre. So yeah, that is my section on the gig that I went to on Friday night. But now it's Tuesday and the readathon for Week of Weird ended like 2 days ago, and I didn't update you on finishing Moon of the Crusted Snow, but I have finished it now. Well, I finished it on Sunday, but I just didn't get around to talking about it. And I think one of the clips that I filmed with me about almost halfway through reading this, I didn't really enjoy it. It was, well, not that I didn't enjoy it, but it was a lot slower than other books that I've read recently, and it's a proper slow burn. I think that the pace in this is kind of not my style, but that's not to say that I didn't enjoy reading it. So I did enjoy reading it. It was very creepy and eerie, and because it's like winter based, it's like survival, because this small community gets cut off from all of their like things that they need to survive, and they have to ration, and it's a really interesting read, but it's also very slow, and the constant like worry, it makes you on edge. And I think that to be able to write like that is really a talent, especially when there's not a lot happening, but there's a lot happening, you know, like it's very descriptive and it's all about the characters in here. So it was very interesting to read. I'm glad it's short, because if this was longer than 200 pages, I don't think I would have enjoyed it, simply because it is so slow. But I thoroughly enjoyed reading it. It's a different type of horror book that I'm used to. It's very survival based in the winter, and winter books is what I like. So yeah, I'd say that this was interesting, but not my favorite so far. But it was weird and definitely fit with this Week of Weird reading vlog that I was taking part in. So now I have read 2 books this week. One was The Haunting of Hatchet House, and then Moon of the Crusted Snow. Both of them were weird and I thoroughly enjoyed them. So if you are interested in checking them out, I would highly recommend that you do. But for now, I think I'm rounding out this vlog, and I will catch up with you again soon in my next one. So thank you so much for watching. Do subscribe, and I'll love to see you again soon. Bye!